Thanks for coming out tonight. I wrote a poem for tonight about our president. And I guess it's called Fuck You. Oh, Trumpy! Trump of my leather, proud pedophilic cryptologician, headless head of state, President Ubu, over-sexed Sisyphean homunculus in wolves' wigs, high priest of the pornographic dawn, solid slop through the scissor-lift bristles till I'm drooling on my bosom, my cold leather Trumpy, with your eyelids so tight. Squeeze me. I'll squeeze you. I'll be your hardwood flooring Trumpy. I'll be your designated driver. Fuck the media with their insistence on direct lines of questioning and put your pouty lips around my drooping balls like a snake to a bird's egg, my trumper. You killer, you slave who begets chains. I delicately wrap you in fur and fresh leaves. I'll make you so strong, my bumpy, lumpy, Trumpy tummy. Don't you cry, oh thumper, don't you cry. From your fingertips spring red, milky rivers, olive groves, veins of opal, generations of women with tits from heaven, 8s and 9s, 10s, 11s. Beat off to the moon, my Trumpy, in the dark with your ankles in water. Take my hand, you bringer of filth, Trumple Stiltskin, fucker of mirrors. Take my hand, veiny and fruit. Take my hand and we'll sleep on the banks of Laputa. Where the women are poorly dressed and the men stand with their heads cocked like diesel Jeffersonian suffragettes, where the oval temple sees all through its Tiffany floors. Hear your cabinet arrive, Donaldine. Goebbels, drunk on box wine and 7 and 7s, enters first, breath stinking of buffalo sauce, hard as a tree's trunk, eyes 2 paper discs, his skin as pretty as an elephant. Then Pentheus, his limbs sewn back together, his bones splinted and fastened, and his soul reinterred with the god's permission by an Egyptian sociopath through a funnel pelted in foreskin. Next, the Emperor Tiberius, refreshed from a midnight swim with his titlers and sharing a joke about the length of Christ's shaft with Mike Pence, whose sphincter quivers at the sight of such authoritarian Americana, while Steve Bannon reveals himself from behind a desk and Vladimir Putin bursts through a sugar glass window, and Jeff Sessions bumbles to the door dressed like Mr. Bones, and Betsy Davis starts to choke on a pretzel, and Ben Carson stares confused. Dreaming. Dreaming. Can you imagine what Ben Carson dreams? Internet magisterial glowing through tesseractal Gnostic granaries, hidden beneath the Antarctic ice sheets, angelic drones replacing the redundancy and effort of rationality, communication, respect, interaction, nonviolent conflict, rationality, discipline in the face of the public, rationality, desperate nostalgia clinging to the skulls of unborn moons and fatal dark suns. The heavens and earth converge into a platonic fuck pile while Betsy Davis turns blue on her pretzel. And, ogling at her desperation, Diamond Donnie, tempestuous sack, each member of your transhistorical cabinet of Dr. Caligari, each proudly incompetent organ of state, is moved to a heavy collective ache of lust. Thank your strange imitation God, Trumpster, that the cabinet chamber wasted no time dropping strange fruit onto the opalescent slab. A mass of limbs, brown, black, white, red, yellow, pregnant-bellied torsos, open maws stripped of teeth, hairless and warm, which Steve Bannon immediately dove into, somehow miraculously nude, slicing into a thigh and greedily fucking the wound, and screaming at the peak of his lungs, "We can work together!" Mike Pence, taking a shard of jaw and cutting at his elongated testicles, joined screaming, "I know we have common ground on a lot of things," and each tremendous IQ interlocked in bloody death, screaming, "I know we can work together to ensure that that young mom's child can have opportunity to get a great education. I would never do that because I have great respect for Dr. Martin Luther King. What we believe is appropriate is to make certain that the individuals receiving the care actually are receiving the care. I know we can work together to come together to be one nation before all. I love you, CIA. I love you, Mexicans. I love you, black people. I love you, America. Thank you, people. Thank you. I am behind you. I am behind you. I am behind you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." Very Trumpy. We'll never make it now. We're lost somewhere in a mossy wood. Come close to me, Trumpy. Take my hand in your little hand. No one will hurt me. No one will hurt me. I squeeze my teeth where your neck is so soft. I squeeze so tight my teeth are touching. I squeeze so tight you fill my mouth. And I close my eyes to feel your soft blood wet my skin and my short and soak the ground of our feet. And I hold you close, my Trumpy dumpling. I hold you close as you sing to me the sound of you leaving our world that goes, "Lonesome world of light and turning, some mad god stole from a holier place. Noisy, rotten world full of hidden love that gestates cruelty disguised as chiseled stone, run by animals trying to speak for infinities, and so trusting of their fathers and dreams and birds. Let my absence birth libraries. Let the guns protect mountains and children and the poor. Let food be shared and good. Let the quiet, wild places grow old and older. Cold, warm world, there that words are for healing. Cold, warm world, there let people be kind. Cold, warm world, I have nothing more worth saying, so I'll die." That's the end of my poem about the president.
Thank you, Justin William Evans. This is our theme for the evening is fearless in the face of fascists, because this is a time when we need art more than ever. And we gotta step up and bring it. And that's what all these Fringe people are doing. So thank you for supporting it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.